What's up, everybody? It's HoodiePout22 coming at you again with another video. This one is going to be my latest update to the WNBA 2025-2026 season roster. There has been a lot of transactions, waive and trades, but I see a lot of you guys actually liked the video I did last time when I did the ratings update. Kind of like how 2K do the ratings update for the men's side. I did a ratings update for this one as well. So I'm going to go through my notes first and tell you guys about the transactions that have happened since the last update. I'm going to start with first, Grace Berger was released from the Dallas Wings. Jalen Sherrod was released by the New York Liberty. Chloe Bibby also was released by the Indiana Fever. Emma Messiman was signed by the New York Liberty. Tierra McCowan was waived by the Dallas Wings. Dejanay Carrington was traded from the Wings to the Minnesota Lynx. Carly Samuelson was traded from the Minnesota Lynx with Diamond Miller to the Dallas Wings in the Dejanay Carrington trade. Alyssa Peely signed a contract with the Los Angeles Sparks. Yvonne Anderson was released on her 7-day contract with the Minnesota Lynx, and Mamignan Toure was released by the Connecticut Sun also. Also, Zia Cook and Sika Kone was waived by the Washington Mystics as they was involved in the trade that sent Carly Samuelson to the Wings, and Carly Samuelson was waived as well. I'm sorry, they was waived in the trade from the Seattle Storm with Brittany Sykes. That's right. Alicia Clark was traded to the Washington Mystics from the Seattle Storm, and Zia Cook was traded to the Washington Mystics. But Zia Cook and Sika Kone was waived. Grace Berger was signed by the Dallas Wings on a 3rd contract, which was a 7-day contract. And the Connecticut Sun released Haley Peters. So that's going to be all the transactions that's added into this update as well. Okay. Now, I've updated playbooks for every team because the playbooks that they had were outdated for the WNBA. The playbooks was outdated. So if you want a better gameplay, I would start with first going through attributes and tendencies, and also going through and doing your play types, right? You want to get your play types right, and then play for winner, financial security, loyalty, boom, average, bust, potentials. This is all for my NBA. Well, I think it's my WNBA. You want to get all that done for that. Also, you go through and do attributes and tendencies, which a lot of the big women, I went through and I've edited a lot of their post-up tendencies because some of them was way too high. And I haven't really been seeing a lot of hook shots, and I had hook shot too high too as well. Actually, I'm going to drop this one down some more too as well because I haven't been seeing any hook shots. I've been seeing more post fades and up and under than anything from the WNBA. Also, I went through and edited a lot of the pick and roll and pops and transition spot ups on a lot of players. And I went down on Jackie Young. She went down to Cheyenne Parker Tyus. I switched her from power forward center to power forward, small forward. And I brought her injury down to 8 weeks because they said she should be back in time for the playoffs. Jewel Lloyd went down a whopping 10 points And she's lost about 6 badges. She lost about 6 badges. Jewel Lloyd has been struggling badly since coming to the Las Vegas Aces. I don't know what's going on with her. She doesn't seem to gel or fit with the offense. Um, she has been really struggling, honestly. Chelsea Gray, she went down one and down 1 badge. Kaya Stokes, I adjusted her post tendencies, and lowered her post percentage because she kind of hangs out and floats around as like a free screen. She do post up, but she wasn't doing any hook shots, and I had her hook shots too high. Also, I had her back down too high, and aggressive back down. She does not back down, and a lot of times she is doing a roll and pick and fade and things like that. Um, she went down 2 points. I had her as a 78. She is now a 76. She went down two. Aaliyah Nye, I moved her to shooting guard small forward. She was originally a small forward shooting guard, but she has been playing a lot more, and she had taken Jewel Lloyd's spot for a second at shooting guard, and they have been playing Kirsten Bell a little, not much. So I changed her to small forward, power forward, because I originally had a small forward point guard. Alyssa Smith, they have been moving her from small forward to power forward, so I don't really know where to put her. So I put her at small forward for now, just in case Cheyenne Parker Tyus come back. But she will play backup power forward for now. Um, Also, Megan Gustafson, she went down three. She was a 78 last time. She has been struggling since being back in the lineup, coming off an injury. She had a broken leg. I think she just haven't found her rhythm yet, pretty much. So she went down 3 points. Dana Evans went down 1 badge. She had 1 badge. Now she has zero. Haven't really seen much from her. Nalissa Smith went down 1 point. She's a 74, and I've taken away her badges. Okay, that should be enough for the Las Vegas Aces. Also, I adjusted their playbook. As you can see, I added in a few plays to kind of get the Chelsea Gray and Asia Wilson to run the isolation. And I want to see the pick and roll happen as well. So I added in pick and roll plays, added in pick and fade mid, post up low, cutter, a couple of handoffs. As you can see right there, Chelsea Gray and Asia Wilson with the handoffs. I added 2 mid-range plays in because I did see they did run 2 mid-range plays where it did turn into either a shot or a drive. And some 3-point plays. I took away a lot of other plays because they had way too many plays in this playbook. And it just kind of makes it staticky to have too many plays in the playbook. Unless you are playing with a team that does run a lot of plays. Now let's get over to the Atlanta Dream. Jordan Canada, she went up 2 points. She was last to 79. Now she is at 81. Maya Caldwell, she went +1. Tahina Pow went +1. I thought she would have been a lot better by now. Still see she's adjusting to playing in WNBA. Also assigned Ryan Howard injury and moved her back to shooting guard. I've been seeing Alicia Gray been playing small forward. And when I moved her to small forward, she got a +1 automatically, so I didn't change anything. She did get a +1 because she was a 95. Now she's a 96. And Nia Coffey went down 1. Brianna Jones went down 1. And I've adjusted a lot of her post settings as well because I had her hook shots too high. She does not hook shot. She barely post up, so I dropped her post up from 50 to 25. I've also turned a lot of her back down because I had it too high. I thought I took her post hooks off. Yeah. And Nas Hillman, I turned her post down too as well. Brittany Griner went up too. And basically what I did was I added her badges back. Rebounding, brick wall, immovable forcer, post lockdown, challenger, pick dodger, high flyer denier, paint patroller. So I pretty much just added her badges back, and she went up +3 after adding the badges back. No, she went up +4. She went up +4 because she was a 79. So I added her badges back. She went +4. I'm sorry, +4 to an 83. And I've changed their playbooks as well and boosted up their run plays to a 15 because it was a 10. I boosted it up to a 15 and lowered their bench depth to 9. Also, and as you can see, I updated their playbook as well, adding in a lot of plays. Now let's get over to the Indiana Fever. Ari McDonald went up +6 to an 82. She has been playing very good. Also added badges to her as well. Caitlin Clark, I added injury so that she would be out. I had a strain growing, but that didn't injure her to keep her out the lineup, so I added strained oblique. Don't know when she'll be back. There's no timetable. Sydney Colson went -2 to a 73. She has not really been very beneficial. Kelsey Mitchell went +2 to a 93. She was last at 91. She has been playing pretty good. Lexi Hull, I moved her to shooting guard, and she went +1 to a 77. Sophie Cunningham went +1 to an 80. Natasha Howard went -1 to an 88. I lowered Demir's Dantes post settings. She had way too high post tendencies. I have rarely seen her post. She has pretty much been like a pick and roller and a floating big. Michaela Timpson got a +1, and it was pretty much just like rebounding tendencies. Aaliyah Boston went +1 to a 93. And I've adjusted their playbook as well. You're going to see more. I added the isolation with Caitlin Clark. But also, as you know, that Ari McDonald will run the ISO too as well. I added the pick and roll to get Aaliyah Boston off the pick and roll. So you're going to see the center come off the pick and roll a lot. I added the pick and fade. So you'll see that happen a lot as well. And also a lot of 3-point plays to kind of get Caitlin Clark the runarounds, pin screens, and to get Kelsey Mitchell open as well. And I got one in for Sophie Cunningham to be able to shoot the 3 as well. Also, I ran their plays up to 40. Because most of the things that the Indiana Fever do is kind of out of a system. Okay. The New York Liberty. Natasha Cloud went -2 to an 86. She has really been struggling. Dropped a lot of her shooting tendencies. Dropped a lot of her defense. And Maureen Johannes, I went down 1 badge on her. Sabrina Ionescu went -1 to a 98. But it took a lot to get that 98 because I came off of some of her badges. I came off of 8 badges. And I came down on some of her attributes. I also increased her mid-range because she has been shooting a lot of mid-range more than a 3. And I dropped her 3 down. Also edited her settings so that she'll drive the ball more because she has been driving more. And I turned her post up down because I had it entirely too high. Last year she did post up a little bit to shoot the post fades, but this year she hasn't really been posting up as much. She's pretty much been like a off the screen midi. She's been a mid range merchant most of the time I've seen her play in the few highlights I've seen. Kennedy Burke has a torn. Well, she has a strained right calf muscle, I think, but I just put 4 to 6 week. Don't really know what's going on there. Um, I moved Isabel Harrison to small forward. I originally had her as a power forward, and she went +1 during that move to small forward. Leni Fibbage, I took away all of her post moves because her post tendencies because I had originally equipped post tendencies for her as well. And assigned injury to Brianna Stewart. I added Emma Messiman as well to power forward. Glad she's back in the league, honestly. And I gave her a 76 for now. So, depending on how she plays, we'll see how she fares being back in the league. Jonquel Jones, I've unequipped her injury. And Stephanie Talbot is a 73. Niera Sabali is, I dropped her duration on injury because she should be coming back soon. And I've updated their playbook as well. And as you can see, I got more plays to run for them to shoot threes because the Liberty do shoot quite a few threes. No, don't want to get out of that. Okay. Over to the Minnesota list. This is the most intriguing team, honestly. Courtney Williams went +3 to an 84. Natisha Heidemann, she went +4 to a 77. Kayla McBride went +3 to a 91. Dejanay Carrington went +2 to a 86. And I moved her to small forward because I originally had her at... No, she was at small forward. Okay, no, that's the wrong person. Okay, Bridget Carleton. I moved her to small forward because I originally had her at power forward. But she will be coming off the bench. Anastasia Olari Kosu. I've updated her hair. That's it. Nafisha Collier, she had an injury, but I don't know how long she will be out from what I can see. So I haven't equipped the injury yet because I don't know what it is. But maybe in the next update, if she's still out, I will equip it. Also changed her hair back to the original because that's what I seen. And Jessica Shepard is now the backup power forward. But I've seen her play a lot of center. But I've seen that they fluxed Alana Smith to center a lot. So I don't know if they're going to keep the lineup like that. I got Alana at the center spot. And by moving her to center, it dropped her 1 point. So she went to an 81. And Maria Klandikova, I unequipped her badges because I think I had her a little too high. And also changed their playbook as well. And I pretty much just gave them the Atlanta Dream playbook. So yeah. Over to the Phoenix Mercury, it wasn't many changes here. Kalia Copper went down 2 points to an 89. Dewana Bonner went down 4 points to an 81. And I don't honestly think she's happy in the Phoenix Mercury. It seems like she is ready for another trade. I think it's about time for her to just retire, honestly. I've unequipped a lot of her badges to get her rating down. Alyssa Thomas went +1 to an 89. With the first update I did with this, Alyssa Thomas was in the 96, 97 range, but she's kind of, although she's been getting triple doubles, she's also been underperforming a little. So she's kind of dropped down a lot in the rankings, in the ratings, due to her production, but she is getting triple doubles, and I mean, we'll see how long that lasts. Catherine Westbell went -3 to a 75. Kalani Brown went -2 to a 75. Natasha Mack went -1 plus 7 to a 74 and unequipped her injury. And Seitu Sabali went -1 to a 73. I think that she probably will be asking for a trade pretty soon. Don't know what's going on there. Hopefully things get worked out. And I gave them the Atlanta Dream playbook too, yeah. As well. The Washington Mystics, they did some. I think they're tanking, honestly. They were doing really good, and then all of a sudden, it's like you could tell they was like, I don't think we'll be able to compete, so let's start tanking. Because now they're talking about moving Aaliyah Edwards. I don't know. She started out good until the rookies came in, and then she just fell off a cliff. So I don't know. Maybe it could be the offense that they're running, because she's way better than the way she's been playing. Maybe she's not happy. I don't know. But we shall see. Sugg Sutton lost 2 badges, but her rating did not drop. Lucy Olsen went -1 to a 74. Jade Melbourne went -2 to a 76. Aaliyah Edwards went -6 to a 78. And Alicia Clark was added in the trade, but she went -2 to a 76. Emily Ensler went -1 to a 73. Kiki Ariafan added 2 badges, but her rating did not change. Shakira Austin added 2 badges, and her ratings didn't change either. And Stephanie Dosen went -3 to a 75. Also updated their playbook as well, and I know it has a lot of plays, but I wanted to kind of get a lot of the Sonya Citron and Kiki Ariafin mixture in there. I know it's a lot of plays, but I kind of wanted to get the mixtures in there. So yeah, their run plays frequency is 35, so it should not mess up the gameplay. So we should see how that works as well. Camila Cardoso got a +1 to a 85. Elizabeth Williams got a +1 to a 79. She has been playing really good lately, and she has been a scoring juggernaut. So if she keeps playing that way, she might get another boost in the next update that I do. Ariel Atkins, she got a +2 to a 76, but she had an explosive game last night or the night before, I think it was. Rebecca Allen dropped 6 points to a 76. Yeah, she's really falling off a cliff. And she got moved to small forward as well. Michaela Onion Ware went +1 to a 75. Angel Reese got equipped with a back. I don't know what kind of back problem she has. Maybe it's back spasms, maybe it's sore back. I don't know what's going on, but she has been out. So by her being out, you will see her ratings are kind of plummeting for a lot of things. Rachel Banham has been playing a hybrid shooting guard, point guard. She's been playing a backup point guard role. So I added her to a point guard, but she's not a point guard at all. Her type of play style is shooting guard, small forward. She is a shooter. That's it. But they've been trying to make her play point guard. Kia Nurse went -4 to a 74. Haley Van Lith went -2 to a 73. She only played 1 minute the other night. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's pretty much like a mismanagement of players because no way she's this bad to play 1 minute. Maddie Westbell went -3 to a 71. And I've updated their playbook as well. Um, I pretty much did a playbook around Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. So that's what you're mostly gonna see plays call for. Is it's gonna be mostly Angel Reese, but it's gonna be Camila Cardoso as well. Kelsey Plum lost 2 badges, but her ratings did not drop. Um, she has been struggling lately, but I think it's just a minor slump. She will get back to her play. So I just dropped 2 badges. Dearica Hamby went 2 badges down, but she's still at 93. Rikia Jackson went +3 badges, but she did not drop or go up in ratings. Azura Stevens went -1 to an 84. Ray Burrell went +6 to an 82. Cameron Brink went +1 to an 82 because I upped her blocking. And I added her shirt and leg sleeve. Okay. Julie Alleman is -1 to a 79. Sarah Ashley Barker +1 badge, but she did not go up or down. Sania Fagan went +1 to a 76. I dropped a lot of her post tendencies too. Added Elisa Pilley, but I haven't given her a number because I don't know what number she's gonna wear or if she's gonna stay on the team. So yeah, I've updated their playbook as well, and I think I gave them the Fever playbook. Okay. Over to the Seattle Storm. Skylar Diggins went +1 because I updated her badges. I lowered a lot of her speed tendencies. Erica Wheeler went +3 to a 79. Brittany Sykes went +1, and I moved her to a shooting guard because I originally had her at small forward. Tiffany Mitchell went +1 to a 75. Lexi Brown got moved to small forward, and that ended up bumping her up +2 because she was a 73. Gabby Williams got moved to small forward. She was a shooting guard in my last update, and that put her +2. And Nneka Ogwumike went up 2 badges, but she did not move. I don't even know if I can bump her rating up. No, I don't think I can. I'm going to just leave her at a 93. She has been hooping. Honestly, I'll do it like this. I'll just bump her up to a 95, and then we could just turn that down. And that'll work like that. Mackenzie Holmes went -1 to a 74. Katie Lou Samuelson, I didn't do anything here. And I didn't do anything here either. I've also updated their playbook as well. You'll see a lot of plays running for NECA and what is the girl name now? Skylar Diggins. Yeah. Connecticut Sun, I didn't really do much here. Marina Mabry went +1 to a 89. Lindsay Allen went -1 to a 75. Bria Hartley got moved to shooting guard, which boosted her up to a 77. Sanaya Rivers, I made her a starting small forward now. She's a 79. She went up to 2 points to a 79. Layla Lakan, I moved her to small forward because that's what I've been seeing her play. And I've updated her hair. Okay. Also, I moved Anissa Morrow to power forward, but I think she's going to be. No, she wasn't starting. That's right, she was not starting. Tina Charles went up +2 to an 81, and that's pretty much there. I also took out a lot of their plays because they don't seem to run a lot of plays. It seems like they pretty much just freelancing on offense. Um, and I turned their plays down to 20, so I don't know what's going on there. All right. The Dallas Wings are the biggest sellers right now. I think they're selling to get Azzy Fudd because getting rid of Dejanay Carrington for what they got, Diamond Miller and Grace Berger, that's just not gonna cut it, honestly. So Arike Ogunbowale, she went down 2 points to 87. JJ Quinterly, I didn't do anything there. Paige Burkers went +2 to an 88. Grace Berger went -2 to a 71. And Diamond Miller went no, she went +2 to a 77 because I had her as shooting guard. She moved to small forward. So now that moving her to small forward added 2 points. Haley Jones went -1 to a 76. And Louisa Geezer Loader, I moved her to center. Just to kind of have like a placement here. So she went +1 to a 73 when I did that. Also, I've updated their playbook as well, and you're going to see a lot of pick and rolls and not just picks, but you're going to see a lot of screens set too as well for Paige and for Arike. Golden State Valkyries, Tiffany Hayes went -1 to an 82. Veronica Burton got added 1 badge, which was playmaking. Kate Martin, I pretty much just changed her hair because she went back to wearing this ponytail. That was it. Kayla Thornton, I assigned her injury. That's sad. The Valkyries were really hooping till she went down. I think that it would be best for them to go get Aaliyah Edwards from the Mystics to kind of fill in that space while Thornton is gone. So Janelle Saloon has been playing really good. I moved her to small forward to kind of fill in for Kayla Thornton. By doing that, she went +1 to a 79. I unequipped Cecilia Zandalicini. I guess I said that right. Injury. Letitia Amier, I went +2 to a 78 and moved her back to power forward. Monique Billings went -1 to a 85. Timmy Fatbin-Lay went +1. I removed 2 badges. Ileana Rupert went -1 to a 74. And I've also updated their plays as well. And as you can see, they run a mixture of things. Actually, I'm going to pretty much give them this playbook. They'll get the Atlanta Dream playbook. And we'll just run it like that. Plays on 30. Natalie Nakasi, also, I gave her like ratings boost, so now she has 3 stars instead of 2 stars. She now has 3 stars on offensive coaching and defensive coaching instead of 2 stars, and her potential is now 3 stars. So we're going to see how that works out as well. Free agency, I dropped Zahui B down 6 points because she has not played in a minute. She's been playing overseas. Haley Peters went down 2 points since getting cut. Area Powers went down 3 as well. And Kayla Charles went down 2 to a 76. Tierra McCowan went down 2. And I think that was... Oh, Deja Kelly went -1 to a 75. And yeah, I think that was it right there. Yeah. So that's the update right there. Hate that it was lengthy, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back with some gameplay for the WNBA just like I did with the NBA. So I'm going to be dropping some sliders and tendencies. And we'll come back with a video like that. And that'll pretty much, after that WNBA video, that'll pretty much wrap up everything that I'm going to do for NBA 2K25 until 26. So I bid you guys adieu. Peace.